Okay, we're gonna do today the 20-minute challenge. Welcome in, folks.
Okay, now that everything's squared away.
So, first thing we're gonna do is God is love in Latin. Deus est charitas. We're gonna stick that at the top of the page, and then at the bottom of the page we're going to write out thanks for watching. Okay. Deus est charitas. Okay, we'll do it with the ruler. We'll do it with the fun font. That's what I should call this, the fun font. It's a little slow and tedious, but we gotta get it done anyway. We're a little knee deep in the project at this point to be doing it any other way. Let's get the charger for this phone. This is real tricky, actually. Do you know what? We're going to do ruler work just because. Actually, no, we'll just flip it upside down. Deus est charitas. Let's do it like this. Sorry, because when the ruler is flicking off the page, it just creates a lot of damage. So, let's do a HB. Something with a finer tip. Here we go. D. Love this song. This is an album by Decca. It's really good. It's called Forest Agates. Deus. I wonder why there's an S in the end, if it's Latin. The translation is God, but the word is Deus. I wonder if, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember my Latin. What I'm trying to say is that the S indicates plural. But maybe I could be wrong. Say my name. Sorrow's my name. Hey. Charitas, which translates to love in this sentence. Transformation goes on in the personality with this journey. A.S. Charitas. There we go. God is love. The other thing that we need to write is thanks for watching. What we're going to do is we're going to do cutouts and we're going to put them on page 24 of the first sketchbook. I said I was only going to work on season 2 here on YouTube, but there's just so much work that I got to get it all done. Sometimes I'll be working on season 1 as well. The main focus is season 1, obviously, so we got to get that released first, but I'm working on season 2 at the same time just so that, you know, while the momentum is hot, you know. The more I do this, the more I'm like, holy goodness, the amount of detail that I put into it for someone who really has no previous experience in doing any kind of art. I'm like, I really go all in on this, you know, I try to. Now that I'm able, I'm trying to just deliver the best result possible, you know, but I hope to practice. I want to practice and do lots and lots of art so I can get better, you know? Yeah, plenty of practice. Now, I use this ruler for the cutouts a lot, so it's a little bit damaged, and I want to give like straight lines, so maybe let's change. These songs are amazing. This song is called Dendrite. It's good. It's short and sweet. Just makes you feel like you're on a mission. Shout out to Decca. Boom. Doodaloo. Okay. So we see how it's done, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to get a black page and we're going to glue this to the black page. After that, we glue it onto a white page and then onto a black page again. So I want it to really like be nice and chunky. Let's get a uni pin. 0.8.
Is the source of light. Send light into all directions.
Boom. This kind of font is just neater, you know, my handwriting, it just gets very like sloppy very quickly. So from having tried to do these in the past, I've noted that people kept saying to me like, hey, what's that word? And I'd be trying to deliver like, you know, a really funny joke. It's like, ah, crap. It was happening so often that I was like, you know what, let me buy that children's ruler. I tried it out. I was like, this is just really basic and effective. So I was like, let's roll with it. I'll use the ruler instead of my own handwriting because it's just not for everybody, you know. I used to stream my work on YouTube, on Instagram, on the stories, you know. I used to keep them up there for 24 hours. And then they would disappear, and then I would get started on a new sketchbook. And I was doing this during the pandemic for years, actually. I wasn't taking it seriously though, you know, folks. I wasn't taking it too seriously. Now now that I've got an established channel on TT, yeah, I want to deliver my best piece to an audience. I have an audience now, you know, and they're all cool. They vibe with me. So, but, you know, I'm here to work hard, folks. And I also want to challenge myself. You know, I'm like, I know I can deliver a masterpiece. This is my own version of a masterpiece. So, if I'm not proud of it by the end, I haven't worked hard enough. So far, everything about it is absolutely perfect, but we've still got a long way to go until the end. So I need to do what I've done now until we're finished. But yeah, I'd also like to have this done before the end of the year, you know? So I'm like, I gotta work hard. I gotta do this day and night. You know, we've been doing late shifts just so we can further as much of this as possible, as quickly as possible. The song is called Wonder. Boom. Hope the volume's good. Okay. Very basic work, you know. This is not like any sort of difficult skill, but I've learned to do it well, you know. I used to be quite sloppy at the beginning. You know, the basic things go a long way sometimes, you know. So we're going to put this over white and then over black again. And we're going to do the same thing for thanks for watching. So slow and steady, folks. This is what I keep telling people. I'm like, it's like waving your hands and saying, hey, nothing's happening, but it actually is. And it's happening quicker than you can imagine. I compare my work to just because it's like when you watch it multiply and spread, it's you don't see it coming. Next thing you know, poof, the whole page is covered. I find this art form really therapeutic, and we've spent now 17 months live streaming because I get a lot of joy from it. But this is the first period where I'm now focusing on actual art, you know. Doodling is a different thing to art to me, you know. Doodling is second nature, whereas art, I'm trying to challenge myself and push it to the limit all the time, you know. Shout out to Decca, 100 times over. Let's put this, yeah, here. Do you know what I gotta do? So for the next period, it's gonna be quiet on YouTube, okay? Most times I still don't got no viewers at all. But I know that my community, like, they might see this a little later, so I'm gonna carry on speaking, in the hope that when the replay is uploaded, they might want to listen to it back. So we're gonna keep this short and sweet. And I'll be back, regardless, I'll be back, you know. I will work hard until I start building momentum.
Isn't a person, but he's up in the heavens and he's watching over us right now. God is everywhere. He can't be everywhere at once doing everything for everybody.
That's so funny. We're literally writing God is love, and the song is like about God.
He tries to make our wishes come true and everything. To me, I think of him as someone who makes flowers and green grass and the blue sky. I think that there's a little piece of him in every single person. I feel
Yes.
when I'm there, I'm visible inside. But on the outside, I just feel like I feel right. I'm from a student that I'd be good in school, but something in my mind keep on buzzing around my head, and I keep on getting better and better. I had a dream once that I was in heaven.
Latin.
And I had
It's because it was one of the little tricks that I started doing when I started these stories. I just think it's cool. And if people are interested enough, they can ask me and I'll translate it. So we're trying to stimulate people's brains. In love and fashion, of course. But yeah. Now, what I'm thinking is, the black on white looks nice. Should I do it with another layer of black? Yeah, we will. We will. Folks, I was doubting myself for a second. No, we're going to do another layer. So, in the storyline, there's going to be 12 creatures. And instead of what I've decided to do, instead of putting them all in season 1, we're going to split them up. We're going to do 6 creatures in season 1 and 6 creatures in season 2. So this puts a hell of a lot of less pressure on me, because the development, like, I'm trying to put as much detail into this as I physically can, but I am quite limited in skill set, you know. So This is where I'm like, practice, 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 so you can get better. And then when you think of a cray idea, you can actually execute it well. You know, folks, you've seen my work. It's good, but it's rather like cartoony and kind of basic, you know. So this is what I mean. I'm like, I want to practice, practice, so I can take it to the next level. Right now, I have to write a story, so I'm taking less risks than normal. But I'm like, all of this is practice. I haven't done one of these sketchbooks since last summer, 2023. You know, it's been a while. I'm rusty. Boom. Let's go, folks. Now, forgive me. This is going to be like the first upload on YouTube, and I'm really sick. So, apologies. You all know I sound a lot chirpier than this. It's just right now I'm really snotty and I have quite a cough. So, I'm trying to not spend the 16 minutes, 30 seconds like coughing the whole time. So, I'm a little held back in terms of energy. So, we'll stick around. This is fun, folks. So I was going to go over to Instagram and stream there, but I'm going to keep the stream going here. We need to get more white paper because these lines aren't long enough. And we need to write, thanks for watching. So look, we're going to put this here. Or actually, sorry, like here. And then we're going to put thanks for watching here at the bottom. And we're going to do a box just in between the two of them. So, very basic. We haven't even got close to the drawing. I don't even know what's going to go on this page, to be honest, but it's the page before the honorable mentions, so I want to give it a bit of a send-off, you know. But yeah. Who'd have thunk it that I'd end up like doing full-time social media and streaming. Shout out to my bestie. If she'll ever go on to listen to this, shout out to you. You know who you are. It took you so long to convince me, but you kept at it. Wow, that's a pack right there. Got the best squad, folks. Keep your squad tight, you know. Okay. Okay, 3, 4, 5. What I'm gonna do. I don't want to do directly like the top ones. I don't want it to be too close to the edge. So we're just gonna kind of do the cutouts down here a little bit further down. Now, big ruler, scalpel. Let's just move this cutout for now. To the right, I have like loads and loads of cutouts, but I'm just trying to get all the boring stuff done in advance, folks, you know. So this is where I'm like, the rest of it is going to be smooth sailing. Once I just finish up all these tedious bits, the rest of it is going to be like all the fun stuff where we're going to be engaging with the community a bit more. I want the community to give me like ideas, you know. I'm trying to welcome a group storyline. So far, I'll navigate the way, but I'm trying to get people. Shout out like Henzi, DJ Sibby. They were getting involved, you know, throwing ideas. I was doing some late night streams and they were there hanging out and I had loads of fun. I was like, guys, this is brilliant, you know. So I welcome input. I definitely do. I'd like to welcome more input, but like I mentioned earlier, I'm limited in skill set. So I don't mind people throwing, you know, wild ideas. It's just like half the time I can't really execute them properly. Um, But yeah, one thing actually, folks, this is what I've enjoyed about the process is I've never really tried to draw like human characters, and especially in cartoon fashion. I used to mostly like focus drawing on animals and all of that, but it's been fun because every character now, the characters in the story are people over on TikTok who are my community members, you know. But I'm so happy with how everyone is looking, and I've never really tried to do a project like this, you know. It's basically like the work I used to do, but on steroids. You know, I really want to push it to the limit. Um, but yeah, I'm so delighted with the progress, and I'm delighted with the process as well. Life's good, folks. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Now, where's the scalpel? There it is. Just gotta sharpen it, you know. I need the tips to be smaller. I'm using the ruler. I gotta get it right. I'm gonna do bold font because I want it to be out there and I want my gratitude to be seen and heard. The people who I have behind me are phenomenal, you know. This is where I'm like, I don't want to be putting pressure on people by doing all this like hyper promotion of like, hey, come on. But like, if people now, I have 50 something followers. If they're on YouTube and they want to tune in and they see my little thing flashing, they'll pop in. Don't you worry. Do you know? But my main platform is TT. Do you know? It's going to be until further notice anyway. But I want to get started here. You know. THAN. Gotta get it right, folks. Sometimes I misjudge the lines and I end up like riding on the line. This is actually harder to do like linearly, as you know, a little harder than it looks. Thanks. Boom, looking good, spacious. Thing about these A3 sketchbooks is they're big, you know. I might even like one day, if I can find it here in Bray, or I might even have it delivered, I'll work on an A2 storyline, you know. We could try all formats. We've done A5s, we've done A4s, we've done plenty of A3s. But I'm like, I seem to enjoy, and same with my doodling, I love to work on gigantic ideas. I want my work to be big. So we will we'll try to see if I can get some massive sketchbooks, and then once these stories are complete, we'll make a plan for the next ones. You know, everything's gonna take time because of my other projects here too. You know, but as the channel grows, there's gonna be more and more momentum, and I feel like we could get all these great ideas unfolded this and next year. You know. Yeah. Stick around and grow with your local host, Codec-C. Trying to be as active on as many platforms as possible, mostly with live streaming. So yeah, I'm a little light on the uploads and the content, but I'm quite heavy on live streaming. So I just prefer like, hey, we're gonna talk to people. Let's talk to them in real time. It's obviously hard to have a whole community be in the same place at the same time in real life, but this is why I'm like the wonders of social media, huh? We can have people from Africa, from Russia, from Europe, and from America all in the same place at the same time through our telephones. So, but yeah, shout out to my community. Honestly, they're savages. I'm so ill. I really don't like being at home and not streaming. As a full-time streamer, I go heavy, but this illness, I just gotta take it easy, folks. I gotta stay warm. I'm gonna go get hydrated after this. I'm gonna do, like I said in my own stream yesterday, we're here to do the basic things right first and foremost, okay? A lot of people are just neglecting like some of the basic things like drinking water, proper meals, proper routines, good sleep, vitamin D top ups, vitamin C, bit of magnesium, if you gotta order up them little tabs from Holland and Barrett or wherever you shop, just be good to your body and temple. We want to make sure that this winter is a warm winter rather than a cold one. You know? And God bless you. My name is Codec-C and I'm here to conquer. I'm here to grow. I want to be an established artist. I'm 38 years old and we're coming to you live from my home studio here in Bray County, Wicklow. So thank you, folks. Watching. Okay, so that's correct. And then we'll put an exclamation mark, which I can just do manually. Boom. Okay, so there we go. Yeah. I'm gonna log off after we do this, okay? So 27, like this is where I'm like, it's wonderful with YouTube. There's a timer up at the top. I can better keep track of the time with the way that it's set up here rather than over on TT. This is great. 28 minutes and 9 seconds. And that's just to do 2 cutouts. So what I'm going to take away from this is that I need to become quicker. Like this is basic enough, and as much as I love it, I'm like, I could definitely improve with my timing. It's just, I never used to talk and do art at the same time, this is a new experience. But yeah, let's get the glue. Let's move swiftly because like this isn't even 0.01% of anything. And when I go on break, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to tidy up all my cutouts and have them ready on display. There's quite a lot of them, and then just have them ready to be used because every cutout has a purpose, Now, for one last time, shout out to Decca. This is an album called Forest Agates. It's very good. I don't know how I ended up finding out about Decca, but he is excellent. Winner. Shout out to you, bro. And Neon Brown as well. One of the rappers he works with. Okay. Now we're gonna go over these with Unipin. 0.8. Boom. I want to give a big shout out. Big up to Triple J. I see my connection is acting a little funny, but big up to him. If he ever ends up listening to this, legend. He's a rapper. He's an upcoming actor. He's got an album dropping late December. I think it's like either the last or the day before the last day of the year. It's gonna be good. It's a nice send off and a nice blast off into 2025 as well, you know. Next year, folks, just personally, this is like a me promise, but I want to deliver big things, you know, not just for my viewers, but for myself, you know. I also didn't do any traveling this year, which is fascinating. So next year, I gotta get myself on holidays, you know. Prices are skyrocketing around the world, so I'm like, I want to travel while it's still affordable, you know. Who knows what the future holds, you know? Boom. Okay, perfect. You know, just as I was doing that with the Unipin, this is why I use a font, is because I really noticed there as I was writing that within 30 seconds my hand starts getting lazy. So when I have a font, it just sort of keeps things steady, you know. But yeah, people have told me before that, not that my handwriting is bad, but that they couldn't read some of the words. So it's not a problem that I have awful handwriting. It's just, yeah, there's gonna have to be dialogue in these, and I swear after 30 seconds my hand just sort of starts getting a little bit like. But anyway, hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the music. I'm gonna go and upload this now. Well, it uploads itself, you know. Brilliant. And we'll be back for another one, folks, don't you worry. I like the simplicity of YouTube. Big up to you, YouTube. I like the format. It is very simple and straightforward, but I'm like, I enjoy it so far. There's not like much to learn. Whereas on other apps, like they throw 1,000 buttons at you, and it took me a while to get used to TT anyway, but we got there eventually. Here, there's like 8 buttons, so if even, I don't even know. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buttons, and then like your viewers at the top, as well as the timing that you've been live for. Boom. Now, shout out to my people over on TT. Actually, I can see I'm getting some messages. I will go and check them after the stream for sure. I'm excited. It's something to do with the soundtrack for this cartoon, so it's very exciting, folks. We got big things coming. You know, I'm trying to navigate a big dream. So yesterday I was speaking to some new community members, actually, people who I've only just met. They came into my stream and then I ended up going to theirs. We got chatting and yeah, we're looking to collaborate. Folks, we're artists, you know. It's in our best interest to not just, you know, make everything our better selves, and to be more community minded and work with others, you know, so that you can achieve greater results, you know. What I try to do is I try to partner up with people, get to know them and work with them. So much goodness coming from the Codec-C channel, so you're gonna see it as the time unfolds, folks. I am here manifesting it verbally in advance for your knowledge. But yeah, I'm here to stream for the long term, you know. I enjoy doing this, and I'll do what is required to succeed as well. 35 minutes. Cool. Very basic. Folks, this is where I'm like, I often encourage, not just with art, but I do encourage all viewers who come into my stream, and when I get talking to them, we start chatting about art or whatever it is, but I always end up asking them, like, hey, what do you do? Are you an artistic person? And if not, like, um, would you ever, spend time doing it? And then I tell them the reason why I ask is because, like, I find that it personally, like, fulfills my soul. And what's good is I've learned to put commitment behind art, whereas when I was younger, I was like making a lot of excuses, and stuff. But it's one of those topics where I'm like, hey, and some people just have all these projects in the background that are dormant, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Go and finish it. Go try and finish it. I'm always trying to encourage and inspire people to like spend a bit of time doing whatever art that you see fit and enjoy spending time doing. I'm like, I have something that gives me like better dreams at night and makes me wake up motivated in the morning. So this project especially is one of the biggest projects I'm going to be working on. So yeah, it gives me a great fulfillment. It's very therapeutic as well. And once this is finished, we'll go back to doing doodles. But right now, I'm like, even this is just so like beautiful. And who knows? It's all risky as well. People might. I know that some people will enjoy it, but like, hey, what if it goes completely south? There's always that risk. I know I have such a solid community that I'm like, yeah, these guys are well behind this, and I'm delighted. I've also made cartoons of them, and they're going to be characters in the storyline because I feel they have earned it, with me. I've been a streamer for 17 months, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, some people stuck around the whole time. Not to sound like a pharaoh or anything, but like they proved their worth. In terms of like a virtual relationship that we have built and got to know each other, and like, especially my moderators. But yeah, I hope that they naturally start coming over here. I hope to put a schedule behind YouTube streaming. I'd like for it to also become a daily thing. I'm here, folks. And I'm very certain that we can navigate both platforms pretty well. It's just right here, it's dead, and over on TT, it's very busy. So we've got to get the right balance for both and pack out both houses. We're here for group hugs and parties, okay? We're here to make each other smile, laugh, and do art together. It's just such an honor. I never actually thought that I would be able to reach and build the community that I built, but this is only the beginning, So let's see now for next year. World is a little scary at the moment, but I'm just looking to build good, like, how would I say it? Like, curate the best humans around me that I physically can. I'm a very caring individual. I put a lot of care into things that I appreciate and love. So, yeah, that goes with social media. I've realized it's in my best interest to not just be welcoming anyone, but welcoming the right people who are going to be there to support you for the long run. Now, excuse this. This is a song called Danny Kenny by Decca. Seems to be some skit. Just a second. Oh. Okay, so let me just show you what we're going to do. We won't do it now, but I'll show you what it's going to look like. Thanks for watching. It's going to be going at the bottom, and what we did earlier, Deus est charitas, which means God is love. Not trying to push religion here, but I'm a big God believer personally, and this is my work, so I could do what I want to it, really. We're going to put that at the top, like this, okay? So, let me move the camera. What we will do then, we will glue this on. Oh, we will glue these two things on, and we're going to do a box that is going to have like 1 centimeter apart from the edges. So whatever the final image is going to be, it's going to go in here. But I just kind of think like it's all these little touches that just make the pages that little bit cooler. You know, I've given little spiral borders, which I'll probably redo with Unipin as well. It's all these little things that finesse the storyline, you know. So I'm trying to do what I consider to be the boring stuff before the actual artwork, you know. And this takes an enormous amount of time for me. As we can see, we've been streaming for 41 minutes. So anyway, folks, yeah, we will come back to glue these on anyway and to do the boxes. Right now, I'm going to go and log off, tidy up my attic, and check in on TT to see what people are doing. So I will make all my plans known in terms of consistency here on YouTube, but until the next time, I'm going to show up at random times. I know people like a consistent like time set, but I'm not at that point yet because I don't know until I get viewers. Yeah, you know, we're just gonna freestyle it. So see you later, folks. Thanks for watching.